welcome back to the Wild Thoughts podcast. I'm your co-host, Kat.
I'm your co-host, Afi.
And today we have a very special guest. We have Kat.
Woo! Give it up for Kat!
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah! Oh my god, we're so excited.
We're very excited because she's going to be teaching us all about crystals, about their energies, what they mean, which ones she has here. I don't know, just a bunch of stuff. Like,
everything. The rundown on crystals.
Exactly. It's kind of going to be like a Q&A type of situation, but still a discussion. Also, if you're listening to this, it might be better to go watch the video because we have the crystals here with us. So she's going to be showing them.
We need those visuals.
Yeah. Yes. That's going to be super fun. But before we get into it, we're going to start with some hot seat questions.
Just to get to know Cass a little bit. So, our first question is, what's your favorite number and why? And I feel like you're going to have a good answer for this.
I mean, I feel like if you know me in real life, this is such an easy answer for me and you would already know. So my favorite number, 222, 222.
Yes.
That number follows me everywhere I go. Like, it's insane. Everywhere I go, on a license plate, on a phone number, anywhere. I have it on my necklace. I have it tattooed on me. I have it everywhere. So,
I want to get it tattooed on me.
Yes, no, you have to.
Also? Remember, it's my grandmother's number?
You never told me that.
That is a powerful number.
I have a ring. I bought a ring with 222
Oh,
on it.
yes. Okay, the ring.
Where?
With Ivory Jewels.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
Okay, love. So, that number, no, because that number, it not only does it follow me everywhere, but I love the meaning of it. So 22 is an angel number.
Yeah.
Just like 111, 333, all the angel numbers. But 222, it just means that everything's in alignment for you right now, and it means that everything's working out in your favor, like for the greater good. And I just the reminder,
I love that.
yeah,
that just like calmed me.
Yeah, right. You're just like it's like every time I'm stressed, I'm just like 222. Like everything's
like,
working out. You know what I mean? Really so it's like to have it everywhere for me, like every time I see it, it just pops up at the right times.
It's like a sign.
Yeah, and there's so much more to angel numbers too. That's a whole other topic.
Yeah. That would be a good topic.
Yeah,
okay. We're gonna ask what are angel numbers. Like I know when you talk about it, but I don't necessarily really know.
I mean, there's so many different interpretations, but they do have their meanings. Okay. Like 111 means like your manifestations are coming true.
They're positive numbers.
They're
like
positive numbers. Like when you see them,
all the angel numbers. Like 111 is my grandfather's number. Yeah. Like we all like associate numbers are big in my family.
Really, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So
okay, another.
I feel like like everyone has their number, and like even my mom's like 7. Like she always sees 11. You need just keep an eye out, and like you'll find your number, and it's just crazy. Like. So 222 was just like everywhere, and I was like, wow, like it's here, it's there, and I was like, what does this mean? What is it trying to tell me? But also on top of like the meaning of it, like I said, like alignment, it also just like you have to pay attention to your thoughts when you see that number because sometimes it's trying to tell you something.
We're learning so much right.
Yeah, no, but it's really like it's trying to tell you something. Like there's just messages that you can pick up on if you pay attention a little bit more. Just being like really like in the present moment, it kind of just like snaps you back into like that moment. Wow. And then of course it means it's original number. So that's my answer for that too.
That's super cool. I learned so much.
Guys, part 2 with Cass. We're gonna talk about angel numbers.
Yes, oh my god, that's so cool. Okay, we love that. Now, next is, what is your life mantra or motto? Like, what do you live by? One saying that's just like,
okay,
Cass.
You guys would probably laugh, but you only live once.
Oh, YOLO!
No, but for real. Like, I just, honestly, like, you only live once. Yeah. Like, you do. Like, you're only in this life right now once. And, like, why not just live it? And, like, also, I guess, I don't know if it's, like, a mantra, but I try to live by just, like, I don't know, just, like, being kind to yourself. Like, it's the first time you're going through these things, and, like, I just think it's really important to, like, just be kind to yourself throughout everything, and, like, you only live once, so, like, why be so hard on yourself all the time?
That
so,
makes
like,
sense.
That's something I always try to remind myself. I have expect nothing, appreciate everything tattooed on me, so that's definitely something. Appreciate everything.
Yeah.
I got that tattooed for a reason, so I guess that's something that I also live by.
Yeah.
There's like a few things, but definitely just being like, just stay kind to yourself and to others, like just staying kind and like you only live once. I mean, come on. Like,
I like that you said like don't be hard on yourself because you never lived this life before. Like you're experiencing everything, so that's so
you're
cool.
experiencing things for the first time.
And,
or maybe it's not the first time, but still, like. nothing's gonna be the same ever again, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, this moment right now is never gonna happen again.
Yeah.
Like, something's gonna be different. Whether it's, like, the energy or your hair color, something's gonna be different. Whether it's physical, mental, anything. It's gonna be different. So, it's like, you have to appreciate that moment, and you have to be, like, kind to yourself, like, about what's going on right now. And, like, so I just find
that's cool.
You only live once, but that ties into, like, the fact that, like, you only live once, but you also have only this present moment once.
Exactly.
So it's important.
We were talking about this.
We were. We get into these deep conversations because I feel like it's so. I just feel like it's important to talk about that and to remind yourself about that.
Positivity.
No,
I love this. You're already such a perfect guest.
Love it.
Nothing gassing
up. Okay, amazing. Loving these answers. So the next question is, what are you just most passionate about in life? Like, if there was one thing.
Okay, the thing with me is it's happy. I'm an everything person.
Oh, same.
Yeah. I don't know how that's working out for you, but for me
it's a struggle.
It's a struggle because I have so many different things that I fall into, and I tend to, I guess you could say, start projects and not finish them. And it's not even that I do finish them, but I kind of just fall out of them. Right now, I mean, something that's constant and that's helped me a lot is definitely just, like, training at the gym, like, working out. I'm definitely really passionate about that. I love to go to the gym, but sometimes I fall in a rut that it's kind of hard for me to go to the gym and, like, get myself back, but it's a mental escape, and it's, like, a physical, obviously it's good for your physical health, and like, it's just something I'm passionate about. It makes me feel good, and it's a good thing to add to your lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I only started working out in, like, November 2019. I started to get a little bit more, like, into it, and then, like, January 2020 I really started. And I started really, really, like, putting that first, and ever since then it's been something I'm really passionate about. But like I said, I'm an everything person, so I get passionate about things often. So, like,
no, but that makes sense.
It's a bit hard. Like, I'll 1 week I'm, like, super passionate about, like, painting. And I'm not a great painter, but, like, I you know,
an urge to like paint. But,
like, I feel like it's hard. Like, I feel like it's hard to answer that question.
No,
like,
for sure.
I love everything, and I'm always, like, in everything, but at the same time, like I said, how's that working out for you? Because for me, sometimes it's like I have to take a step back and be like, okay, but what am I? Like, what am I? Or who am I? What am I doing?
Or what's the point? Not what's the point of this, but, like, when it's not fun anymore.
Or, like,
I feel like passions, it could be in moments in your life, and it doesn't have to be, like, all the time. Like, I have to love this.
Well, there's a season for everything.
Exactly.
You know? So, like, but like I said, I think my answer would be working out, just because, like, weightlifting is, like, something that helped me.
Did you teach yourself?
So my mom's actually a personal trainer.
Yes, you told me this.
Yeah. But you know what? Like, I felt she had told me, like, get into it, but I just never did. Like, I kind of have to go into it myself. Exactly. That's just the way I work, and I think a lot of people are like that too. So I kind of just fell into it. I went through, like, a little bit of a hard time. And I started going to the gym to, like, escape how I was feeling, and then it ended up being something that I love. So I fell into it myself, and it's not that I taught myself, because my mom definitely helps me out. But I did, like, go through it myself to, like, little.
But it's good that you started on your own, because then you knew that you were gonna stick with it.
Yeah, it was genuine. Like, it was actually, like, I wanted to. And, like, a lot of the time, like, it's not that I do things I don't want to do, but, like, it's just,
you do it.
Like, I just do, like, I don't know, like, I do it because I have to, or, like, it's just, like, different trends that come along. Like, this was something that was, like, authentically, like, me, and, like, I wanted to, and I felt like, you know, like, no one was, like, hyping me up, or no one was doing, none of my friends started, like, it was just me. So
that's really good.
Wow, that's something I'm passionate.
Queen, gym queen. Love it. Okay, final question. Of course, you have to ask, what is your zodiac sign? Tell the people.
I'm an Aries. I'm a part of the fire sign.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm an Aries.
See your top 3.
Okay, so my top 3 signs, or my big 3.
Your big 3.
My big 3. Okay, so my top 3 zodiacs
that you get along with.
Yeah, I guess you could say. Well, I think we know. And so my big 3. I'm an Aries sun, Libra moon, and Sagittarius rising. Ooh. So I'm fire, air.
Damn,
You
that's
already
a lot of
know.
fire.
It is. And then if I had to rate like my top 3 zodiacs. Okay, well Libra is. I'm not gonna put them in ranking order. I'm just gonna say my top 3. But honestly, like Libras and.
Are you erasing me from the list?
I want to say no, but I want to say Aquarius. But I don't want to just do like air signs.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do like Aquarius. But definitely Libra. I do love Aries. It's hard to pick a third. I guess I would just say Aquarius, honestly, because
wow, you're settling for me.
No, but because like out of the like Earth signs,
it's okay. She wasn't even on my list for the comment. I completely forgot.
No, I made a comment in the video if you see.
No, you know what? I'm sorry. I have to go with I think Pisces. Because I love how intuitive they are, and I know they could be. There's some negatives, but there's negatives about Aries too and Libras too. So of course, that's my top 3. I would say, but it fluctuates.
It depends.
It depends. Like it's you know what's easier for me is picking a top 3 in each element. That would be easier for me because like in let's say
like a top of the
a top of the so like you know like Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Like I would pick one. Definitely not Capricorn, but sorry. I
mean it's not my son.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Wait, then who would you pick?
Out of who? Out of
because the Earth signs are like problematic.
Virgo.
Okay, good. Because I hate Taurus.
Okay, look.
Your mom.
Look. Both my parents are Capricorns.
Maybe that's why, because we associate our parents with it. Like,
no, but I don't know.
A lot of Tauruses though.
Yeah.
You know what? I hate to say it, but I don't love Taurus females or males. But you know what? My Mars sign is in Taurus. I don't mind that placement, even though it's a difficult placement because it's not comfortable in that placement, like in that planet.
I have no idea what that means.
I think did we talk about Mars?
You guys probably went through.
I forgot about.
I think we did.
I mean,
I think I'm a little bit.
Yeah. Oh.
Your reactions are like, is that good?
No, look, it's because I always...
She said no.
Wait, the Mars is like the...
it's aggression and sex.
Yeah, okay, so we did do that.
Yeah, so the Taurus, for me, I don't mind the placement, even though it's not comfortable in that element. It's fine. It works for me, but it's not my strongest placement either.
Yeah.
Like, my Libra moon weighs way heavier than my Taurus Mars, so...
How do you know what's heavier just based on who you are?
Look, I'm not gonna sit down and say the
we're going back to the Zodiac episode.
Yeah, sorry.
No, but if you download it's called Astro Future. It'll tell you your most influential placements.
Okay. Astro Future.
Everyone.
We're both gonna forget.
No, but I'll send it to you guys. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna do this later.
Yeah, because I can't tell you it. It has a lot to do with degrees.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I want to learn more about that because I feel like the circle chart. I'm like, what does this mean?
Yeah. That's the houses too. Anyway, that's a whole other. Thing.
Okay, we love this. I feel like we got to know you a lot.
Yes. You guys got the inside.
Woo, love it.
Okay, we're gonna move into the question of the week. Do you believe that crystals exude different energies? So 55% of people said yes.
Oh shit.
And 45% said no.
Oh. Okay, so it's like almost a tie.
So is this question for me, or do you guys want to take your own opinion and see what we think? Because I have my answer. Okay.
Do you want to go first?
I mean, for me, I don't know
would
much.
You say, they said yes or no, so would you say yes or no?
I think I would say yes.
Okay.
Not because I know anything about crystals.
You will by the end.
I find it interesting. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like I won't be like, no, it doesn't work. I like having tangible objects and like believing. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's not like religion, but it's like certain things people associate like beliefs with. Yeah. So it's like that. So I'm like, why not?
Like not knock until you try.
Yeah, why not? I'm like open to it. Like, why would I be close to it? I don't know anything about it.
So your final answer would be yes?
Yeah, it would be yes.
I say yes too because I feel like I'm more spiritual than I am religious.
Okay.
So I think, not that I do much about it, but like I was saying, like I believe in numbers. I'm very superstitious.
Yeah.
Okay,
I believe like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
so I think like, and I see a lot of TikToks with crystals now, and I'm like, this is so interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I like it. So yes.
So they do.
Yeah. She's like, fact.
It's fact, guys.
They do. It's just, it is
powerful.
It is what it is.
We're gonna go in the episode. You're gonna kind of let's see if we can change your minds.
Yeah,
they do. They do. I have.
She's like,
look, if you want me to explain the science behind it, I can jump right in.
Yeah, we can get it.
So, for a crystal like this to form, it's not just like that.
Yeah.
It takes so much pressure, like earth pressure. Like these form at the deepest core of the earth. Like it takes so much pressure and so much like elements, like water, air, earth, everything. All of the elements to create and form this crystal. It's not a rock.
Yeah. It is not a rock. Do not insult.
It's not a rock. A lot of people say it's a rock. It's not a rock. It's a crystal.
Yeah. Okay. Do your science research. Okay.
But I'm just gonna quickly skim over because I'm no scientist. I'm no minor. But the quick science behind it is that they form under these pressures of all these circumstances, and they vibe, and so that formation vibrates at a certain frequency. And that's energy. And now when you think about it,
I'm like, wow.
It's already
we're energy. We're energy.
Yeah.
Everything around us is energy. That's scientifically proven.
Yeah.
So,
she said scientifically proven.
I said
so you better believe.
I said Bill Nye. I said Bill Nye. But there's actually a way that you can feel the energy of the crystal, literally just putting your hand over it. You feel the energy.
Okay, why am I emotional when you have this speech?
Because, no, but really, these actually do energetically have frequencies.
Yeah.
We vibrate at a frequency as well.
Yeah.
Now, the difference between us and crystals is crystals vibrate at a much, much higher and more powerful frequency than we do. We're human. So...
Yes, we are.
Yes.
I love it.
But humans go through very low frequencies, vibration. So there's a whole chart you can find on Pinterest or wherever, but there's all the frequencies and lowest to highest, and then what makes your frequency higher and what makes it lower. So at the top frequency that you can be vibrating at is gratitude. That's just what they associate it with, but that's just the highest frequency.
So when you feel gratitude as a human being, that is your
highest frequency. Now
that makes sense.
Yeah, wow. I'm not 100% sure what the lowest one is, but it's something to do with you could compare it to let's say grief. Or guilt. Guilt is a very low one. I say grief, but guilt, grief, anything a low frequency.
So it sucks the energy out of it.
Yeah, you're vibrating at a really low frequency. So comparing that to crystals are on a different wavelength, obviously, but it's the same concept. They vibrate at a frequency much higher than us. Now, something really interesting, just a little fun fact about crystals, is actually these crystals can disappear out of thin air. Because if you actually. So let's say this is rose quartz, okay? Let's say I've been working with rose quartz for a very long time, and I've worked with this crystal, I programmed it, I cleansed it, I used it, and all of a sudden one day I can't find, and let's say I went through spooky all of a sudden, but you can't find the crystal, let's say. It disappeared from your
space.
Your space. Yeah. It's gone. You can't find it anywhere. That's actually a good sign. It means that you have reached and used that crystal to its fullest potential. You don't need it anymore.
Wow.
Okay, stop.
Chill.
Oh my god.
Bro. Yes. You don't need it anymore because you have used it to its fullest, and it's no longer surface to you. So
this is my favorite episode.
These are real. These crystals are real. They're actually vibrating at this frequency. They're actually energetic beings, I guess you could say. So yes, they do have energy. Now, a lot of the energy has to do with the color of the crystals, because when they're formed, they create this color, this yellow, this blue, this orange. They create different colors. So that's a big part of it is the color of the crystal. And we have energetic points in our body. It's called the chakras. We have 7 chakras. We have the root chakra, the sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra. Third eye.
I don't know any of
crown chakra. That's a whole other thing. But these crystals associate with the chakras. So, for example, amethyst is your crown chakra. This associates. Now there's other crystals that go with it, but I just have amethyst here. Selenite is a universal one but it's also for the third eye. This blue lace one is for your throat chakra. So they all energetically
they like align.
They align
with your
they do,
body
they
basically.
do.
Okay. Wow.
So that's like with crystal healing. So they do have. So that would be like associated with crystal healing. I realized I didn't go really into that, but
it's okay. Don't
I'm not gonna like. But crystal healing is just like using those with your energetic points. Just using what you have, using the energy that it holds. So yeah, the different energy. So like for example, Selenite, I believe it's solar plexus chakra, and that one, the energy of that crystal matches the energy in our solar plexus, in our one of our 7 chakras. So yeah,
so if it's associated to one of your chakras, that means like it can be used for healing.
Yeah, it could be used for healing. Okay. I mean, like there is science behind it. I'm not gonna I don't know too much like in detail of how exactly that works. It just does because it's an energetic piece. It's an energetic being. Like,
so does every crystal that exists somehow line up with your or some of them are just kind of like
I actually don't. I think they all have different energies. They do, most of them line up, but there's obviously the ones that are more like commonly associated. Okay. But there's so many different crystals out there. Exactly. And I'm sure like it typically goes like with a certain color. Yeah. So like if the crystal is like yellow, like you'll know like it's a solar plexus or even a root. Yeah.
Me and Kat.
Yeah, like you have to see, like I don't know every crystal by heart to tell you like 100%, but there are many crystals that go with each chakra. Okay. Like rose quartz, for example, let's say the heart chakra, like rose quartz is like the number 1 in my opinion for me, but like there's a bunch of other ones that could go into the heart chakra, and some of them do both. Whoa. Like for example, like
really cool.
This is so cool.
Yeah. So that's just like the example of like using your own energy points in your body, because we have them with the energy of crystals. So yes, crystals definitely have energy, and if you want to feel them at home, everyone, rub your hands together, create an energy ball like this. I guess you can with me now. But create an energy ball. Put your intention in putting all of your energy into it.
I'm waiting for sparks. Like,
and when you feel ready, like usually I take my time with this and like I just really like put like all my intention. I make an energy ball. You can feel it. Your energy. I don't know if you.
But I guess because now we're like.
Now we're
in our head.
But you can. But try it when you're alone. When you have your crystal, like, you know, rub your hands together, make that energy ball, place it in one hand, and then place your crystal in your hand, and just simply put your hand over it. You're gonna feel the pull of energy. Like there is energy to crystals. Yeah. So that's the
question. Has one of your crystals ever disappeared?
I haven't had a crystal disappear yet.
It's okay. No. But I just want to know
if it's
never happened yet.
I'm still working with them. I think they're still serving a big purpose for me, and I haven't had one disappear just yet. I'm very curious if
when
that's
it does.
Happen.
Let us know.
Yeah, I will. I mean, like they just.
That's so interesting.
They just out of thin air because they vibrate at such a high frequency. I don't know if you've ever seen this on TikTok, but there was like a document, like a CIA document, saying that like we can actually go through walls, like if we vibrate at a certain frequency.
Whoa!
Came together.
Okay, that's it. I know this
what
is
do you mean, like Harry Potter style?
Yeah, like I'm kind of going off in a tangent. I'm just gonna wrap.
That's what we do.
Okay, but like. I'd have
this is perfect for like the month of October. Like
I'd have to find the TikTok. Anyway, it was just a whole thing. Basically, we're more powerful than we think. The government does not want us to know that. It's fine.
I love how we said the government.
The government, let's be real, they don't
Aliens
want us to
know.
Aliens are real. Area 51. They don't want us to know, okay?
Oh
but
so
there is some certain type of thing going around.
So how did your interest start in this? Like, when did you know that you wanted to start learning about this?
So, I would say my interest with like spirituality started before my interest with crystals. Okay. Crystals came second. Crystals actually came a few months after I started, because you don't need crystals to start your spiritual journey or to reach enlightenment, any of those things. Crystals are just like an extra thing. Obviously they're super cool. There's so many interesting things about them, so many different uses to them, but they're just an extra, honestly. It's not like essential, but it's obviously cool to have. So I started in kind of at the beginning of the pandemic, so March 2020.
Oh, okay.
March 2020.
It's recent.
Yeah, it's fairly recent. Like, I would say like a few, because that's at the time that I had started working out was January 2020, right? So I was
just really
you were on your journey.
Exactly.
We preach this, people.
Yes, I was really focused on myself. I started with the physical, and then kind of when things were going, I actually honestly didn't really go out much in that whole time, so I was kind of alone in like, you know, a little bit of like an isolation, but then we actually went into isolation, and then we actually couldn't leave the house, so like March, February, whatever it was, well, it was beginning of March, and that's when I started dabbling in spirituality. Now, a bit before that, I was very curious and all that stuff. I just always was. Yeah. But, and I always was like, oh, I want to open my third eye. Like, just, I was just doing, like, random, like, meditations on YouTube, like, open my third eye, but there's so much more to opening it, and, like, you know, it's a thing.
What does that mean, open my third eye?
It basically is,
I was
like...
I was like, yeah. What?
But it just basically means, like, just being woke.
Okay, like, opening,
like... Yeah, like, short...
Path to enlightenment.
Like, path to enlightenment, like, just being woke, like...
Is it about seeing, like, the spiritual world, kind of?
Like, yes, but you don't, like, physically see the spiritual world. It's just, like, being, like, really woke and, like, reaching enlightenment and just reaching, like, the highest vibration. Like, it's just, like, that's just, it kind of all goes together.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But, like, balancing all of your chakras. Like, obviously, there's people, that's, like, what meditation is for. Like, it's just, like, there's so many steps to reaching that, and I just wanted to jump the gun because, you know, passionate about things really quickly, and then I want to
that's me.
Exactly.
I just start right away. Yeah.
So like I was passionate about it, and I started, and I just wanted to jump the gun and get right to it. But like there's so much more, and that's when it comes into like it's more about like healing your inner child, to be honest, and that you know slowly you become woke and like you know. Your third eye opens, but like healing your inner child is like something that you know trauma.
Does that mean like okay, so like child?
Yeah, like, childhood trauma, but you know.
I'm so glad we had all these episodes before.
It like lines up so
like,
well. That is
alignment.
Everything that we've been.
Oh my god, the energies are just.
Yeah, it's important to talk about these things, and like obviously, you know, you can go to therapy and like that. Obviously, like I go to therapy, like it's you know because when I started, I should not be like scared to say it.
No, of course,
I'm not ashamed. Like it is what it is, and so when in March 2020, when I started. You know, actually, like, more, not just jumping the gun to wanting to open my third eye, but really, like, actually looking, like, I realized that you have to do shadow work. You know what shadow work is?
No.
So shadow work is basically...
I've actually never heard of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is so cool.
This is actually so important to know. I feel like everyone needs to do shadow work. And it's not... It doesn't matter what religion you are.
Yeah. Okay, listen up, people.
It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter what background you come from. Shadow work is simply about going inside. And healing that little girl or little boy or whatever inside of you. That's just what it is. It's just healing that because throughout your life you go through so much and there's so many things that happen and like, you know, that little girl inside or little boy inside, like they need to be comforted. And it's just my number one thing for shadow work. If you can search up more about it and like learn more about it, but what I'm going to suggest, pull up a picture of you as a kid. However old you want to pull up a picture of. I pick 8, 9 usually, like for me it's just like a little girl, or even it doesn't matter, like a baby picture. But you know, you as a little kid, just look at the picture and write a letter to that person.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, you're gonna cry.
God. Oh my god.
Oh, you're gonna cry. Like
stop.
You're gonna cry. And even if you think you don't have any trauma, oh honey, it's
you're
repressed.
You're not realizing it.
It's repressed.
Exactly.
You don't realize, you don't know, and
you don't associate because like
I mean you go day-to-day life and la 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 la, and sometimes trauma only you realize it only when you're like 20.
That's what we were speaking about in our
when you become aware of certain terms that you didn't know, because if you don't know what something is, how are you going to be like that
was wrong, or this happened to me, like you don't know,
exactly.
and that's okay. Be kind to yourself. You didn't know,
but now you know more, so
and now you can heal it, and it's so important to go in and heal. So
just to like progress in life.
But exactly. So
I need
this. You need but really pull up a picture of you as a kid and write a letter. Also, writing a letter to the person that hurt you the most. Write a letter about your...
I always suggest that. Every time someone's like angry at someone, I'm like, just write it out. Don't send it just for you.
Just write it out. Just put it all on pen and paper. I love writing about that. So I have a whole... And so I have my manifestation journal. I have my shadow work journal. I have 2 separate ones because it's very different energies. When I'm doing shadow work... No. I have a shadow work journal, and I just, you know, sometimes you could do like, it's basically like journal prompts. And you know, therapists recommend that too. It's not like a spiritual thing or like a, you know, a Buddhism thing, or like, it's like actually like a thing that like, it's basically just going inwards. That's just the term for it, shadow work. So, and that's basically healing your shadow self. So you can become your highest self. So opening your third eye has to do with becoming, you know, your higher self.
Oh my god!
So
I'm learning so many. I'm trying to keep up.
Really
it's so interesting. I find and there's, you know, religion and spirituality are two different things.
Yeah.
They don't like they can coexist in somebody's life. It doesn't have to be, you know,
one or the other.
Other. Because people that are religious could also be very spiritual.
I feel like sometimes they're a little bit linked, but not. They're still
get intertwined.
Yeah, no, they do. They do. Yeah. But what I mean,
they're not interchangeable. Like it's not the same thing.
But it's like you they can coexist. Exactly, like it's not like you have to be like super spiritual and not religious at all. Like it's you know they have similarities too.
Yeah, because also technically like some religions
don't
are like
exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But that's another story.
Yeah.
Religion to me is just like a safe spot for people, in my opinion. I just think it's like
it's comfort.
Yeah. It's comfort. And that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
These crystals could be comfort for some people.
Exactly. It's just like beliefs in different ways.
Yeah.
Like
So that's how I got into spirituality, was kind of just going inwards with myself. I had gone through like a litlittle breakup, whatever, at that time, you know, got cheated on, whatever.
I hate it.
Men are trash.
But besides that, like, I'm grateful for that because it brought me, you're like, and I'm like, I'm grateful! But, like, it brought me inwards. Yeah. It brought me inwards, and then, like, the pandemic, but it brought me inwards, though. Yeah. Like, I'm like, I hate it, but it brought me inwards.
It brought
me inwards. It forced me to see my shadow self and heal my shadow self and heal my inner child that needed healing, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
So that's how I got into that. And then obviously when you stumble in that, crystals are, like I said,
they come up.
They're like a sub-category. For like tarot cards can be a subcategory as well. Incense, like a bunch of things. Sounding like the bowls.
Yeah. I had a grade 5 teacher that used to do that every time he wanted to quiet us down, and it was so soothing.
Right. So these are all these are all subjects. So crystals is one. So now I learned about crystals. Now keep in mind everything was closed at the time.
Yeah.
So yes, I was searching up crystal stores, but they were closed.
Yeah.
So and then during the summer, beginning of summer, I got full force into it, like really full force, like May. Well. March to May, I was, but like May, I was
doing your research,
very,
and then you're like, okay,
now it's
and
time.
then in June or July, whenever things opened up, I can't remember exactly. I went to my first crystal store. I went alone.
Oh, love that! I think that's good.
It was such a therapeutic day. I went alone. I loved it, and basically, the way it works, well, for me, when I went to this specific store, is I just went in and she was like, oh, like, is this your first time here? And I was like, yeah, like, it is. Like, it's my first time. She's like, let me explain to you, like, how it works. Yeah. Like, do you guys want me to explain now, or should we, like...
Yeah, you can explain.
Okay. So, basically, she was like, okay, so just walk around the store.
Yeah.
Just take a few... It's a small little store. Take a few little laps around the store, see whatever. And then just kind of stand and just see what crystal's pulling you. What crystal keeps calling your name. And then I want you to go into the books and... open it up and find that crystal and then read about it.
Wait, that's
gonna be what you need. Just do that.
I think it's good that you went alone because they're there to help you. It's not like you're going to a shoe store, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's like an intimate moment.
It is. You're choosing these crystals that are vibrationally meant for you. Yeah. So I was vibrating.
You have other energies in the way.
No, it needs to be you. And I remember there was like nobody in the store at the time. Because it wasn't really a trend at that time.
Yeah.
Like I think, well, I was on spiritual talk, but not a lot of people were. Now it's definitely more of a trend.
What happens if like there's multiple people in the store? Because does it like get in the way?
No, I mean, look, there's.
We're all energies.
Your own little, you just have. That's how I go around my day to day. Yeah, you know, there's energies that, like, for example, like the mall.
That literally makes sense.
Like walking. Like walking in the mall. There's like so many different energies.
Yeah.
Walking at school, so many different people. Like just because I'm choosing a crystal in that moment, I kind of just bring myself back to my moment. And I picked out a few crystals, and what's funny is I didn't really know too much about them at that time. Like I knew a little bit, but I didn't know. Like, I knew the rose quartz. That's about it. I didn't know any. And I picked up a few.
Did you bring the first one?
Yes, I think it was. I definitely got a rose quartz, but it's in my car.
Okay, no problem.
I got the Carnelian, which I'm actually wearing on my neck as well. I got this one, and then I believe I bought, I think it was the clear quartz as well. Because basically, those are great beginner crystals. And I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So, rose quartz is like, everyone knows rose quartz, but... It's such a perfect beginner crystal, and it does so much. It's great. Clear quartz does anything. Clear quartz, you can program it to do anything. Okay. And carnelian is like the baddie crystal.
Oh, okay. She said
it's the baddie, and I actually gravitated towards it. And anyway, so then I read the book, and I read what they meant, and it just resonated so much to me, and I was like, I need that.
Yeah.
And like you can say, everyone says like, oh well, they can all resonate with you.
Of course, but it's like,
come on now, like there's certain things like the season of life that I was in, I needed those.
That one,
Those were the ones that pulled me. And like for example, I just went like 2 weeks ago, and like I needed this one, and I think. Anyway, this one is hematite, and it releases, or not releases, but it protects you from like negative energy.
Ooh.
And
I love that it's like dark.
Yeah, and
it absorbs.
Yeah,
I think like that's what I needed in this moment. Like I'm like, you know, like not saying there's negative energy around me, but I went back to school. There's more energies around me, so it's just like they all kind of like mean something in that moment. And I happen to pick the basic crystals, which I find like.
What are the odds?
Like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I went for, like, you know, I mean, it could be that you go for what, but you go for what you need.
Yeah.
So you just let them speak to you. You let the energy call you. Like, this one, when I went just the other day, I was like, oh, like, this one. And then I was going around, and I was like, oh, this one. I'm like, oh, it's the same one.
Oh,
like, it's like,
yes, it really was calling me.
Yes, it was calling me.
So interesting.
So that's kind of how it works when you go crystal shopping.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I do it. That's how she told me. I'm sure there's other ways.
Yeah,
that's just the way that I do it.
Yeah.
I like to just go see what speaks to me and then read about it. So I spend quite a lot of time in there because I'm reading the books. I'm asking the ladies or whoever's working there, like, hey, like, you know, because they're very educated. Like, they know, like, so you could pick up a crystal and be like, what does this mean? And they'll be like, da 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 da. This is this chakra. This is for this. This is it. And like, you know, they'll tell you, and they know. I'm not like an expert on every single crystal. I know like the basic ones and like a few extra, but like, yeah. So they really help you out, and it's great. Like it's such a intimate experience.
Yeah,
like
it's probably
just
freeing too.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Yeah.
You know, and you're surrounded by good energy usually when you're in there. They're burning their incense, and they're it's a calming good energy. Like it's nice.
Yeah, and like I love it.
It's really nice. So that's how I got started, and then as of then, I continued buying and just continued going, and just whenever I need that, like, well, not whenever sometimes I feel like I like need a new crystal, but like it's not always, like, it's kind of like an intuition thing. I feel like, oh, like, I feel like I need a crystal. So I'm like, okay, I go to the crystal store, I get the crystal. Like, so and then the jewelry that I wear, so this is Carnelian.
Okay.
So little shout outs to the girl I went to school with. She has a shop where she makes crystal jewelry. Yeah. So I don't know if I'll show it if you guys see.
We'll also link it in the
description. We'll link below. So Love Venus shop. So actually around that time that I was getting into it, she was actually starting to create her site and she had an Instagram and it was crystal jewelry, and I was like, well, what are
these? Perfect.
I was like, she had started a little bit before, and I found her and I was like, oh my god, I'm obsessed. And so the one I'm wearing now, this one too, is like the Zodiacs. I don't know if you see.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh my god, it's so cool.
Amazing quality. I had bought my first crystal necklace in May of 2020, and it was with aventurine? I don't know how to say it. Aventurine? I don't know.
What color is it?
It's green. It's green.
Nice.
Yeah, it's green. It's super pretty, and I had like the charm of an Aries. So
So watch me like buy so much.
I'm
anything yet, but I just
addicted. I bought the Carnelian one right after that. I bought a rose quartz. Little earrings too. She has a bunch of stuff. She doesn't just make crystal jewelry. She makes other jewelry too. Like this is not crystals obviously, but I love. Like I'm just obsessed. So it was just like everything was just falling into place. I was like, oh, like crystal jewelry, buy my crystals. And now I just go whenever I feel like I need a little crystal refresh. Or like sometimes people always ask me like, oh, like let's go, I want to go, and I'm like, I'll take you there. Like let's go. Come on. You know, I feel like
teach you.
I'm like, come on, just let the
because it could be intimidating too. Because you might be like, shit, I don't know anything. And like before you go ahead, you don't know how the people are gonna be. Like, are you supposed to know stuff? Can anyone just walk into like you know? So it can be intimidating.
But it's a comforting energy when you're in the one that I go to. It's comforting. Like they're super nice. They're always like, do you need help? Like, and they're teaching you, like, they'll teach you.
Exactly. They're like open-minded.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, when I walked in, they were like, is it your first time? And they never asked me that again. So I feel like either they recognize me,
you now.
or they know.
They're like, they know.
I'm a regular, or they just, I don't know. They just feel like I know what I know.
Yeah.
What I know. And like I'm not, like I said, sometimes I ask them a question. Like, like la la la, and they're like, this crystal. I'm like, okay.
That is
like,
so
got
cool.
it.
Oh
So
God,
yeah,
they're so pretty, so that helps.
They are.
That's
so
actually,
nice.
I was thinking that, like, you know, when people go in, do you think sometimes people can confuse their energy versus like aesthetically being attracted to it? Because I feel like I would.
I would look at the exterior.
Like this one,
That's
like,
a
oh,
Libra
this
type
is
of
so
thing.
pretty.
I love it.
Yeah, it is a Libra.
Yes, because that's a Libra thing.
Yeah.
No, yes. Now that's where you have to like separate like your eyes and what they like to your intuition.
I'm just gonna close my eyes and go like feel things.
No, but for real.
Feel the energy. Feel the energy. Sit with the crystal. If it feels good with you, it's meant for you. And you have to just that's just your intuition. You have to trust your intuition. Because I mean, there's some beautiful crystals.
What's interesting is that what you find aesthetically pleasing might be different.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
it might still be a combination of like energies.
That's
right?
interesting.
Exactly. Look at you go.
I love this.
But yeah,
We're
like
getting
it's you know, like it's different
You
for
can't,
everyone. And like
overthink it.
yeah,
too much.
you gravitate towards that crystal for a reason, and maybe you won't. Maybe you don't need the rose quartz, but she needs that. She needs the bouncer. You know.
Okay, what's that one then?
Which one? This one here?
No, the blue one.
This is blue lace.
Did you print it out?
No,
She's got her notes, so you know it's facts. Okay?
No, but these come with the crystals.
Okay.
Because sometimes,
I would
obviously,
forget,
no.
sure.
No, I'm not perfect. I don't remember, guys. I'm not
Close
perfect.
enough.
No, but like I don't remember exactly what they all do, obviously. So this one's for the throat chakra and the third eye. Okay. That's just that. It's just a calming crystal, so calming for your mental health, stress, anxiety.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Okay, so when you see a crystal for like your let's say throat chakra, so throat chakras is all about like communicating, and once that's balanced, you're able to communicate properly. Sense. Yeah, so it helps with communication. Clearly,
it's because of the podcast.
Yeah, clearly I need that. Like something I need to balance my throat chakra. That's just what it means.
Does that mean you should do less or more of it, or just?
What do you mean more of what?
Because like you said, it's linked to your communication, right?
Oh,
so is it?
As you wish. You have to balance it. It's, okay. So, because it could be like over or under
and developed. It just will help it balance it regardless. It's not going to be like, okay, I get
But balancing everything, it means you're complete in alignment and everything's kind of like perfect.
So how would you balance it?
Oh, well, that's through meditation. Okay. Yeah, so I meditate and like...
And you do that
you
energy
can put them
thing?
on the energy points.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like this one, I'll be lying down and I'll have it here. And it'll balance it.
Wow.
But there's obviously other crystals that do. This one's also good for the third eye, but I have Selenite that I prefer for my third eye, or even a rose quartz. Clear quartz. But yeah, so they come with these little papers. This one's the newest one, so I haven't worked with it too much yet, actually. But yeah, so that's what they do. That's what that one does.
To be like when you're meditating, does somebody be consistent? Like you have to do it every week, or can you do it like once with that and see if it about like you know?
No, it's a long
process.
It's a long life term thing. Like it's like you're constantly
until
balancing.
you feel as though it is kind of
until it's gone.
Yeah,
until
that's
what you were saying.
Yeah, I mean, look, it won't always disappear. Like, but that's when you're fully done with it. But like that could take time, you know.
Yeah. Like let's say here we have different types of crystals that have different meanings or energies. Is it ever, or do you know if it's an issue if too many of them are like in the same room?
Good question.
No, I mean, look, when you're at the crystal shop, they're all there. Yeah. So no, they all.
So they don't need like their own space or something.
No, no. I mean, it's important to cleanse them and to
so they don't
charge them.
But how do you cleanse them? Like sage?
Okay, yeah. So cleansing them. So sage is actually a little bit of a touchy subject, just because it's an indigenous practice.
Yes, true.
Yeah. So
I didn't know this.
Yeah. So white sage. It's said to just be for people with the indigenous culture, and you know, like, look, I'm not, you know, like I've had white sage before, but when I got educated, I was like, it's not exactly something that I should be doing to respect their culture.
Yeah, exactly. That makes sense.
But people still do it.
That's good to know though, because I didn't know.
I mean, a lot of people don't know. When you go into a little bit more detail of like, you know, researching, you realize. It could be offensive to their culture, and that's
because it's become very trendy to like I see it everywhere. Yeah. So when you first see it, you don't like the context is not like, oh, this is comes from they're just selling sage and it's like sage. Aesthetically like
but there's so many ways to cleanse them: water, air, yourself. through meditation too.
Natural elements.
Natural elements. I mean, they come from natural elements.
The roots.
Incense, exactly.
Full circle.
Wow,
so everything comes full circle. And incense. So there's different ways to cleanse them. You can cleanse them with your own energy too, just like holding them and like putting the intent. It's all about intentions.
The intentions,
Because basically, also not only does it balance the chakras and all that and everything, but it also you can manifest with them. That's what I was gonna say before.
Oh my god!
Yeah, manifest with the crystals. So let's say I want to manifest confidence. I would pick up my little Carnelian and I will manifest with it. I will have it there with me while I'm manifesting.
Is Carnelian good
That's
for
a confidence booster?
Okay.
Yeah.
And you mentioned rose quartz a lot.
Yeah. If you want to attract love in your life, I mean, manifesting and rose quartz. Magic. They go great.
So
together.
can you use them like combined sometimes? Like you can hold them together?
Yeah, for sure. Whenever for example, like a money like
if you want
manifest
to, like,
money, you could like this one here is citrine. I don't have it, but malachite.
Okay.
You can use those two together. There's other ones too. I think tiger's eye. So there's like a few that you can combine and just have them around you and have their frequency vibrating around you, and then you manifest. But also just like cleansing them in the moonlight and the sunlight. You do have to be careful because not all of them could go into water. But you can cleanse them with water, moon water. So making moon water, basically is you take a jar, you cleanse the jar, so you cleanse it with incense, you set the intention, and then you fill it with water, and then you place it under a full moon or a new moon, and it absorbs all
not
the energy.
October moon water.
But yeah,
you
you use that. So in the moonlight, you can cleanse your crystals and make moon water. And then whenever you feel like you need the moon's energy, you just sip some of that water. You can take a bath with that water. You can cleanse your crystals with that water. You just have to be careful.
Interesting.
Yeah, because not every crystal could go in water, like I said. So I don't know exactly what. I don't use water to cleanse my crystals. I use incense. But you can use
interesting.
Yeah,
so cool.
Yes, it's all kinds of interesting aspects about it.
But it's really cool because you're saying everything kind of surface level and giving the basics.
But it's
there's so much.
Oh, but there's so much already just on the surface.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It would take forever to go into detail. I mean, every crystal has its own properties. Exactly. So it's like I can go into detail every single one, but it would be like.
And the depth also is when you yourself use the crystal.
Yeah.
Like that's where the depth. Yeah. Because it will be surface level because you're talking about the crystals in general, but it's still deep. But I mean, like, it's when you connect.
Yeah.
You get all the
info.
You're getting it, Afi.
You're getting it. You connect with them. You work with them. But it's important to cleanse them. As soon as you get them from the crystal store, I mean, you don't know how many people's energy have touched it.
Of course.
You have to cleanse it, and then you can start working with it. I cleanse it after, like, I use it too because sometimes, you set the intention like, I want confidence, but then, this is also good for the sacral chakra and like, okay, no, I want to balance my, like, if you're having a hard time, like, eating, it doesn't always look like, I'm not going to say it's like a doctor, but like, you can balance your sacral chakra. Maybe it's something up there, so you use this crystal for that. So that's what they do.
Wow, that's so
cleansing them.
I mean, like, physical healing properties, but like, also.
But obviously, like, if there's something wrong with you physically,
you can see a medical professional.
But it's a cool add-on, and it's something that like I work with whenever I manifest, and you're using a higher energy than you. Why wouldn't you want that? A higher frequency, more powerful. Yeah, they could disappear. It's scientifically proven. It's not just me saying it.
Are they rare crystals? Like, is there like not that they're extinct, but I mean like.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. We'll look it up.
I'm not a miner. No. But I mean, I don't think there's a shortage right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I don't think there's a shortage. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. That's.
I don't know.
I just mean it could disappear as in like.
Disappear as like you energetically passed the wavelength and you don't need it anymore.
Okay.
Where do they go? I wonder.
In another dimension.
Through the wall.
Okay, yeah, I believe it. Through the wall.
I mean, we're in 3D right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are vibrating, even at 2D. God help this world. Like,
oh my God.
A lot of people are but 3D. We're in the 3D physical world. 4D, 5D. Open up that eye. You're at 5D.
Oh my God.
But we're human, so we're not meant
to be in those dimensions.
Not necessarily not meant to be in those dimensions, but like. we're living the human experience.
Yeah, exactly.
So like
when
we
die, what dimension?
Oh, I don't know.
That depends on what you believe.
Yeah, that's true. That's
another thing. But like, you know, just like your level of consciousness. That's the word. Your level of consciousness. You want it to grow always. So like, but don't knock yourself if you stay in 3D or like at this level of consciousness because
just have to let it.
We're in the human experience.
Yeah.
You know, we're a soul in there.
Yeah.
But we're just experiencing life on Earth as a human.
Because there's also people like a lot of mediums and stuff.
Yeah.
Like are they on a different?
Yeah. No, I think that's more of like they can communicate with different realms. So there's different.
But they're still here.
Yeah. No, but that's more of like they're definitely connected to like a different dimension of reality. But like. They can connect to different realms. There's different spiritual realms. There's like the animal spiritual realm, the human spiritual realm, and that's where people believe is like heaven or like enlightenment or nirvana, all the same. Like well to me, but yeah, so they can connect to different realms.
Oh my god, this is
there's
so cool.
many things.
Yeah, this is like so much more. This is such a spiritual talk.
Yeah. So getting back to the crystals, the crystals that you have here, what are your top 3 and what do they mean?
Yeah,
let's do that.
Let's do that. Okay. I feel like we went through a lot of like the general. Like...
Okay, so I have to say I love Selenite. This is my newest one.
Wow, it looks really cool.
It's clear. It's white and it has like well, it's like clearish white.
The way the light is hitting it right now.
It's
so
like
cool.
okay. Yeah, it's so pretty and like it comes in different forms, but specifically a lot of the time it'll be in like a little tower form.
Okay.
These I love. This is a perfect crystal for everything. Okay. I would compare it to like a clear quartz, but I prefer this one because this one cleanses other crystals.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you could
use this one to cleanse. Obviously, you have to cleanse this one, but this one cleanses other crystals.
So you can't use this to cleanse itself, like obviously.
No, I mean it's just a pure crystal.
Yeah.
It's very universal crystal. So this is definitely I can't rank, but this is definitely in my top 3. I love this one. I think it's my newest, like I said, and I really do love it. I've been having fun with it. Yeah, I think it's so cute. It's so cute. But like besides that, like it cleanses other crystals. I mean, I love it. I'm like, okay. Nice. It's a cleaning, recharging crystal. It aligns the whole body and the spirit. Another one of my favorites, I'm just going to go with Carnelian because that's just like the baddie crystal. I mean, come on. It's like orange. Like sometimes they're different. Like the one I'm wearing is also Carnelian, but you can see it's like a lot darker. Yeah. It's more red, but it's the same crystal. It just comes from a different part. Like amethyst too, it can come in different like colors. Mine's like kind of a dark purple, but...
And like you have the jewelry and you have just the crystal. So is this you protecting you when you walk around? Is it protecting your energy?
Well, when I wear it, it depends. So there's a whole
are you charging?
Yeah, like this one. Well, yeah, this one I cleanse it every time I wear it, just because like when I go out, you want different energy. Yeah, but basically, it's just me saying that I want confidence. Because Carnelian is really good for like basically the body crystal. Like there's so much on TikTok about it, but like really it is a great crystal. Like it helps with confidence and balancing the sacral chakra, root chakra too. But so when I wear it, it's because I want to attract that energy. But also I have crystal rings as well.
Love that.
Yeah, and the crystal rings, I saw something on Pinterest. It was like if you wear it on your right hand, like you want to receive, and if you wear it on your left, you want to give. So like what energy you want to give. I have like watermelon turmoil or something like that. Anyway, I have like a button. So cool. So it's like either giving or receiving. Don't mark my words if it's right or left, but like it's something like that. Like if you want to receive, this is just my necklace that it's because I want. I set the intention. Because working with crystals is like setting the intention as well. Like you set the intention. Like obviously they have their things that they do,
but you have to have your.
You have to set your intentions. So, but that's why I love like selenite or like clear quartz because you can kind of do anything. Well, you can do anything because they're so universal. But carnelian is really good for just boosting self-confidence, also attracting love. So that's one of my favorites. And then honestly, I'm gonna go with clear quartz as my last favorite, just because chakra 2. All of them. It says all of them. Like it's in all of them.
Okay.
So yeah.
What is that? What do you mean chakra 2?
All to everything. All the chakras. It's not specific to one.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put it on anyone. It can heal any chakra. So yeah.
2 like in French.
Yeah,
I thought you meant 2.
No.
Oh no.
In French.
I was like, what do you mean 2?
No, like everything.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the I don't know what le maître de pierre. Like I think it just means
like the master of
like the one
crystals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just
the master of
crystals. Like the overall.
The overall. So that's why I love it.
That's like good.
And an honorable mention, rose quartz. Come on now.
Of course.
Come on now.
You have to know.
Come on now. I have like a tiny one here, but I have a big one in my car, like I said, and I love. It's a calming one. That one's good for anxiety. Obviously, love.
Yeah. Any type of love.
Any type of love. Oh, it doesn't need to be like romantic. Unless you want it to be. You
can,
you can set that intention with the romantic.
Okay.
Amazing.
Again, sorry. I don't know if I'm asking too many. Yeah. But like, so you have your separate Carnelian there, and then you're not.
Yeah.
Does it have to be set on the same intention, or can you have one intention for that one and then
both intentions? You can
at the same time.
Well, like I have 2 rose quartz.
Yeah, and it could be depending on what. Okay.
Yeah, you can. Each crystal is unique.
It's whatever. I feel like the crystal world and just like it's very your own, not your own rules, but you can set it to what you want as long as you're using them like properly and like respecting them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really interesting.
Because like I said, they obviously do have their things that they balance more, do more, but like. You can do anything. Like at the end of the day, you kind of make your own rules. That's what I like about, like, I guess you could say spirituality, because
it's all about just like actually believing. Yeah,
it's really your intuition and your feeling, and everyone's spiritual journey is unique because everyone's life is unique. Yeah. So you go inwards, and no one's is gonna be the same.
I love that. I'm gonna use that as a quote.
I love it.
That was so good.
Just like the word, the terminologies you're using are so like wow.
Afiyat and Katherine use that.
Yeah.
Write that down.
Oh my god.
Not that.
I love it.
But yeah, everything is unique about life.
It was also interesting because you were saying how when you started, like the gym and the learning about crystals were around the same time, but you started with the gym, which was outward. Like you started outwards, and then
slowly
mind, body,
you went
spirit.
more in. Yeah, because to solve like the actual.
Yeah. Because like physical things are great because you have to take care of your body. You're in this body, but it comes down to what's inside and your soul. Your soul traveled to Earth for a reason, and maybe you don't know it. We don't know our reason.
I just thought of something because I'm watching Grey's Anatomy for the first time.
Oh my god, I was watching it too. Which season are you at? What
only at 2.
Okay,
season 2.
You're watching it.
I'm rewatching it.
I've never watched it before. But like Burke was talking about like how people have to believe they want to get better in order for them to get better. Yeah. It starts in the spiritual
exactly.
first.
Oh my god, Burke.
I know.
But that's true though. Yeah. That's so true. You said yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Because honestly, a lot of times, like let's say, like when you pretend you want to be sick to get out of school and stuff, I always ended up getting sick because I was believing it so hard so that I could convince my parents.
Yes, but it's like anything. God. If you want to get over something. You have to truly actually want to get over it.
Yeah.
Because you won't if you don't. So it's with anything. If you truly want to actually get better and let's say move on. I'm saying specific to like, for example, like people I can't get over him.
Yeah. No, you keep freaking saying no. Of course you have to go through the process.
No. Feel the emotions. But if you truly actually genuinely want to get over him, get over him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like
you have to be in that mentality where you're like, whatever, mourning and like sad and
I'm not invalidating anyone's
time to stand back
exactly like it's not girl boss. No, but for real, like I'm not trying to invalidate anyone's feelings because you're supposed to feel. The only way to overcome is to feel. But like you have to truly want. So
for sure. I know you spoke about they were created because of the elements and like touching all the elements, so that's kind of connected to Zodiac. So maybe we can get into that.
Yeah, that was how they kind of exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so I know I spoke a lot about chakras, but each zodiac has specific crystals that work best with each other. Now, when you look at it, it kind of goes by color again. It always goes by color.
This is so exciting.
Yeah, it always goes by color. So for example, let's take like we said we don't like Tauruses. Like a Taurus, it's gonna be your green, earthy, black, like all that type of stuff.
But like taste in your mouth, you're like, I'm like
earthy,
like, oh, you guys have black crystals. You guys have rocks. No. But like for real, like they all have. So let me pull up my Pinterest just so you guys
know.
Like
it's so good.
That scared me.
This is the chakra one. Okay, so for example, we'll go with Libra.
Okay.
Moonstone.
Ooh.
I have moonstone, but it's on a necklace, so
Moonswords are pretty. I've seen
They're
them.
beautiful.
Moonstone also?
It could be
I feel like
amethyst, hematite, and garnet.
It's taking all the negative energy away from you.
Yeah, let me see. Aries.
So these are the specific ones for each zodiac?
Yeah.
And there's one, right?
No, there's multiple.
Oh, there's
It's like the chakras, there's multiple.
Is it like what they need most? Like how is it
balance
associated to their sign?
It's associated because like it's not. Yeah, I guess what you could say is like they need most.
Okay.
Like it's not that the zodiacs like need that the most, but like what goes with their element the best.
Okay.
So I was reading like
I
don't know. I just like read a couple of things, but it was saying how like it basically it balances you out. So basically like it doesn't tell you. Like if your weaknesses are that you're too indecisive and like it'll balance it out. That's what I was
It's like
reading.
what you need and
what
matches your energy the best.
Super interesting.
But yeah, there's so many like I mean look, I stay reading these. Like I don't know them by heart, but I stay reading them. Like there's so many that go with each zodiac that you can just pick up and see.
I didn't know there was more than one. I thought it
does.
was
Like no, it definitely does associate with color as well. Not always. The chakras is definitely 100% color. Sometimes the like crystals for zodiacs don't, but they definitely correlate. And there's definitely. I mean, of course. Of course. Like any other like any other thing, but definitely with the elements. I mean, it all ties
catch
in.
me like
You can definitely take a look at like, but it's also like for example, like for me. What did I say before? Aventurine? I don't know if I say that. Yeah. But like that one's good for Aries. Like that one's associated with Aries. But like it could also be it's green actually.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's like a pale green. But it can also be associated with like an Aquarius. Like it depends. It's maybe not the best. It's what's the best for that sign.
Okay.
So, but they definitely have correlation.
Yeah, that's really
cool. It is really interesting.
Okay.
I actually at the crystal store they have little bags of like zodiacs, and in that is the best crystal.
Okay, next time you go, take me.
Yes.
Oh my god, Kate field trip.
Field trip to the crystal store. They have little bags. They never had Aries though.
Oh, what?
Yes, they were sold out.
Many Aries.
All the Aries baddies
pre-order.
Yes. I'm like, come on now.
Oh my god.
But they always have like little, or they even have chakra ones too. But they have the zodiac ones.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
so
it's very interesting.
I love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you not buy like so many at the same time?
I just let myself.
Yeah, because you know you're always gonna be able to.
I know, like I can always buy more, so I just like whatever I need in that moment. And when you feel satisfied, it's really about listening to your intuition. But that's like anything.
Because then there's no purpose in getting like.
I mean, you can get all of them. I mean, you can get like you could get the basic.
Yeah, exactly.
And just like work with it, but like you don't need. You could just.
And they're getting in the way of each other. Like you need one by one.
You need to. Yeah, it's good to like work. I say like get like. You know, even just one.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like work with it. See how you feel.
Yeah, you gotta focus on.
Let yourself, you know.
It's really cool.
So
wow. I feel like it's also like you have to be patient with the journey. Like this is all interesting, but you
100%.
didn't like discover and fall in love with this in like one day. Like it's time, and you're still learning. Where like you can't give up.
So much to know.
Oh my god, endless amounts.
Yeah, exactly.
Endless
so you don't just get a crystal and be like, okay, make my life better.
Yeah,
and that's it. You know.
Yeah, no.
You have to believe it.
Yeah,
too,
people don't believe, and like I said, they call them rocks, and go off. We're on a floating rock. So, I don't know what to say.
Oh, wow.
We're literally on a floating rock.
She just burnt you guys.
We're literally on a floating rock.
You're literally on a rock.
You're calling this earth a rock. Okay. Calling these crystals a rock.
It's doing something for us because we're living on
it.
It's
doing something. It's an energetic being. Anyway, whatever. But a lot of people, you know, they're like, oh, like, no. And I'm like, okay.
It's just because they're probably not aware of it.
Yeah, it's like, I think they don't think that it has energy, that it can do anything for them. And it's like, maybe you're just not using it properly. And it's like, it's not like, oh, I bought selenite, I'm going to get lots of cash now. No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
it obviously doesn't work that way. I mean, it's like, I hate that people think that like you could just get it and like it's super like and it just comes into your life.
They maybe disbelieve it because it's not instant.
Yeah,
but it's like
it's not instant all the time.
What is instant in life?
But that's exactly what I'm getting to.
Always
we're getting frustrated.
Exactly. Nothing works that way. So why do you expect these little gems to do that?
Also, given the fact that they're not like living things,
yeah,
people think like you know it's not powerful. But
yeah, you don't know that. I just explained.
Money is not a living thing, but you use it to do a lot.
You know? So it's like those things, but like, I will admit, when I bought my rose quartz crystal wrap necklace, all of a sudden there was a lot of love coming in my life.
I see a lot of videos on TikTok saying like I've been wearing this necklace with this specific crystal, and they're like
it's happened, but it doesn't always happen.
It doesn't always.
Does not always happen. It doesn't always happen. Obviously, I was also manifesting that there would be love in my life. So but like combined with then I had bought that crystal. Life was good. Life was good. But like, you know,
there's so many elements that you have to do to put in the work.
Good things take time, and these are just, like I said, accessories. They're not like gonna change your life. But what is that way?
They complement. But
so I'm like, what is that way? Nothing. So why do you assume this to be? It's not a religion. I am not worshiping rocks. Like, you know what I mean? It's
crystals.
You know, like, people just take it to another level.
Yeah, they kind of like misinterpret what you're saying or like misunderstand.
Yeah, they don't understand it. That's okay. I don't mind.
Or they don't want to understand.
Or exactly. They also don't.
People have their own. Exactly. Like, we're not saying here like everyone has to become like believers in crystals and crystal healing. Everyone has their own methods of like what they believe in, what they put energy in. Like, you know, some people are religious, some people are not, but they believe in other things. So it's like that's like another type of believing.
Yeah, it's just a little. It's another safe spot.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's another little safe spot.
And like I feel like in life, like, you know, a lot of times you're like, what's my purpose? And like it gives you
a little hope.
Something to believe in. Like life
and
is
it's something
crazy.
personal that you can do for yourself.
Yeah. It gives you some type of purpose sometimes or like meaning in your life.
Yeah. It's like even burning incense. Like it's just. I mean, it's a little. Yeah, it's therapeutic. It's just for yourself. Yeah. It's just like a little. It's just like a little accessory.
Yeah.
Like you don't need all. That's why like. The trends of like spirituality are, I mean, I'm not bothered by it. Like I don't care. Like if as long as you guys are like not you guys, but like as long as people are getting educated, like there's no. I mean, it doesn't affect me. Go for it. Yeah. But like I think they put too much emphasis sometimes on like crystals and like all these extra stuff. Yeah. But when it comes down to that shadow work. And healing yourself and just being the highest version of yourself. I think that's what it comes down to.
Because they're not doing the work within in order to be able to properly like use the crystals.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
So
first step, y'all, shadow work.
Yeah, pull out that picture of you as a kid. Step one.
That's really scary.
It really
though, to like write a letter with a picture of your like.
But it really comes down to that.
Yeah,
like it really does. Like it comes down to a lot more than just crystals, and that's why the trends and stuff like it's great because they're getting educated and they're getting sent in the right direction.
Yeah.
No, what did people say? You might have the right idea, but
I think I saw it.
Or whatever. Oh no, you came a long way. Or I don't know. There's TikTok trends. I don't know.
You're in the wrong direction.
Yeah, something like that. Oh no, it's a J. Cole song. The good news is.
I saw
the bad news is you went the wrong way.
Yes.
No, but they're in the right direction. You're in the right direction, and as long as you're getting introduced to that, you can fall into the stuff that truly matters. Because spirituality, it's like something completely different and a lot more. Like I said, we got into that a little bit, but like it's healing that little person inside you. Yeah. You know, and healing yourself now too. I mean, come on, like
exactly. You're going through trauma now.
You're always gonna be healing yourself and like working on yourself.
Getting that. Yeah. I mean, you should be. Yeah. You should be. Not everyone does, and it's because they're afraid, and that's okay.
Because they're afraid.
I mean, let's be real. Like,
of course,
going back to regressing to your childhood self, and
if it's traumatic, why would you want to relive that? But you need to in order to.
Yeah, and even just like. I've written like a letter to myself from like my whole life of everything that's gonna hurt you, everything that you're gonna go through, and it's like, I don't want to always think about that, but I don't always think about that. I do it when I feel
letting it out on paper makes you almost not like empties out your
it empties it out, and like you know
it'll be there, but not as much.
Exactly, like you're never gonna. Maybe get over it 100%, whatever it is, or like, you know, heal completely, but like as long as you're working towards that.
You're learning how to cope.
Meditating is so important. Like people will, you can buy all the crystals in the world, but honey, if you don't meditate, like it's just, it's like anything. Actually, honestly, it's like anything. Yeah. Going down to the basics. I'm going to relate it to working out. Yeah. Because people do these little trends of like donkey kicks on a Smith machine. Have you seen that?
What?
You've never seen that?
No.
You know what a Smith machine is?
No.
Okay. It's like
Oh, I probably know what it is.
Yeah, you definitely know what it is. It's basically the barbell that's attached to like a moving.
Oh, okay.
The moving barbell. It's attached. Okay, so now donkey kicks is when yeah, like when you're on fours and you have your leg up and you're like doing donkey kicks.
Oh, what the heck?
But with the
I can't even picture it in my head.
I'll show you. But like it's basically like this trend or like the booty bands.
Yeah.
Okay, great. But take all
that
away. Yeah. Do some sumo deadlifts, please.
Mm-hmm.
Like just do some sumo. Do some RDLs.
Those are supposed to be like activations, right?
The donkey kicks on a Smith machine just
but the
don't look at me, but like the bands, activation.
Yeah.
It's not gonna build a booty. It's not gonna build a booty. So it's like anything.
Tricks to build a booty.
next.
Part three.
Build a fatty with Cassie.
Anyone?
Not bad.
Yo, build a fatty with Cassie. Cash money.
Oh my god.
Cash money.
Trademark.
Oh my god, we call her cash money.
They call it cash money because it's cash checks.
I love it.
But it's like you're not gonna build a booty. Just go back to the freaking basics. Like, come on. So, like,
you need the foundation.
Yes, you need just the compound lifts, squats, deadlifts. Like, well, that's for I'm talking about leg style, but like even
because people want to rush it. They want to do quick, instant, no patience, no waiting. No.
Take time and go back to the basics.
Perfection takes work.
Yes, like go to the basics.
Yeah.
Like you don't need all these fancy little like tricks.
Exactly.
Just do the basics. Or like even with the eating, like eating all of these like different protein. Bro, chicken and rice. Chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Just eat chicken and rice.
Yeah.
Like, just like, you know what I mean?
Because they hear things like, cut out all the carbs. You'll be like, no, it's not sustainable. Like, it's not sustainable. In the long run.
Not a diet, a lifestyle.
A lifestyle.
I'm against
we're
going on a diet, a
lifestyle. Because come on now, you're telling me you're never gonna eat carbs. First of all, carbs are your fuel. Okay, just one last tip to build the booty.
Now we're going into a little bit of how to do
but one last tip to build the booty. Just one last tip. Like, how you gonna bake a cake with no ingredients? You have to eat!
Oh my god.
You have to eat.
That was so good.
How you gonna make a cake?
How you gonna build a cake with no ingredients?
Yeah.
You have to, so going to the gym is literally 30%. Eating and nutrition is 70%.
It's the hardest too, like I find. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going off on a tangent.
Yeah.
But you know what? I use my crystals for my gains.
Yeah. Hey,
I need to stop.
Show them do it, girl.
But I do, like, specifically these two because this one's a really amazing. This is citrine.
Okay.
It's good for like positivity and energy booster.
Okay.
But so is this one. Is good for an energy booster. So I use both of them.
Nice.
In my sports bra when I work out.
Oh!
Wait,
yes,
actually. Yo, me, I'm like, at home.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, no.
In my bra.
That's so
No, but I do.
Oh, no, but it's tight enough where it won't fall enough.
But I do sometimes keep crystals in my bra. But sometimes I'll just use, like, when
that's nice.
Because I manifest gains and I manifest progress in the gym, and I use those two crystals.
Oh, amazing.
I'm sharing my secrets with y'all.
Yo, for real.
Y'all
better listen to this episode.
Yes.
This is gonna be a lot of video.
There's so much information.
How could you not?
All right. So, just to conclude everything, do you have any like specific resources you want to share with people? Like,
so I had plugged my friend from before, Love Venus Shop. Definitely want to shout her out because I love her crystal jewelry. And then I had mentioned crystal rings. So that's Vanessa Rings. She's actually local as well, like Montreal local. Yeah, both of them are Montreal local. I actually we'll link them. She makes crystal rings and now crystal necklaces as well, but with the wraps. So I want to plug those. And then as for crystal shops, if you're in the Montreal area, there's Pierre Dallard. That's the one I go to. I'll link it down below as well. And then there's Crystal Dreams. I've never been there, but I heard a lot about it. But as for the resources, I mean,
for like learning purposes,
books.
Okay.
Books. Read books.
Yeah.
Books are great.
So not Google.
I mean, Google's good. You can find a lot of information on Google.
Yeah, with like credible sources.
But books, I mean, look, obviously there's information on TikTok, but there's a lot of fake information on TikTok. Or just stuff that's like not...
Like double check what the information is.
Yeah, double check what you're reading and what you're seeing, because, you know, like anything, it could be like fake. Or not fake, but
books just are good because they're credible.
Yeah,
and you know
I mean, they've been written.
Yeah, they're published.
So books, hit up Indigo, chapters, whatever. But even just reading online, I love Pinterest. I don't know how credible it is.
Pinterest is the motherland, honestly.
You could double check it. Like, you see something, go double check it.
For sure. I mean, do your research. Also, YouTube videos, but old YouTube videos. Not within the past.
Not like the trendy, crystal.
Yeah, like not within the past.
Valley Girl, like, okay, here's my...
But
I'm being judgy. Wait.
No. Hold on. I make crystal collection. No, but like old videos.
I just bought all of these today.
Yeah.
Energize.
No, but really like old videos, because old videos, like, they're not influenced by the trends.
Yeah, they were when people were just doing them on their own.
I would say like anything like a bit over a year ago, because like, look, I'm not gonna it's recent too that I started. I'm not gonna sit down and make a YouTube video. I mean, whatever, but old videos. So old videos, books. I have a few books on like Zodiacs too and stuff like that. So definitely books. CIA documents. I'm just kidding.
Going through the walls.
I'm just kidding. Let's walk through walls. I'm just kidding. But actually, those are super interesting. So I'm just like, I read those.
Read articles.
Articles. And of course, I mean, come on, TikTok's fun. Like, let's whatever. And Pinterest. So those
can pique your interest.
Yeah, for sure. It's a surface level, 60-second, 15-second video that you can learn, but. Yeah, books and Pinterest and old videos on YouTube. That's what I use as my resources. And honestly, like I said, everyone's spiritual journey is different. Yeah. So, as for crystals, though, like, whatever you gravitate towards, it's very up to you. But I do believe that they sell the books that I read in the crystal store. They sell them as well, so you can buy those as well.
Okay,
that's
nice.
That's so
that's super easy then. Cause
it's great. And then,
I feel like books are good. You start with it, and then you can like
you can go back to it. You don't have to read it all in one shot. I mean, obviously there's different.
I'm gonna get a crystal book.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Indigo.
They're great.
I have so many like Zodiac books, so this is gonna be my next thing.
Yes.
I'm gonna get Zodiac. Like now at work, though, I'd be sick from that episode, bro.
Yeah.
Saying the anyways, I'll
say
this later.
Yeah.
Now I act like I know shit, but I don't.
Our little meme. Every time someone says what sign they are, we're like, oh, that's why.
That's why you're like that.
Okay. So funny.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's what I would recommend.
Oh my god. Yeah. And like, do you have any like just like one takeaway from this episode that you would say about crystals in general? Or like,
they're not rocks.
Amazing.
Yeah, perfect. No, but it's an accessory. It's a add-on. Use it to manifest. Use it to your advantage. They're energetic beings. Yeah. Feel the energy, and just work with yourself first before you dabble in accessories. Yeah. Even though they're fun, just it's more. There's more to it. That's what I love about these things. Yeah. There's more to it, and if you start with this podcast and you start because you learned about crystals, that's good enough. Yeah. As long as we're all healing each other. Yeah. And healing on the inside. Oh, that's what I take.
So cute. Oh my god, amazing.
I love it.
That's all. That's really all I have.
Perfect little wrap.
Yeah, that's my wrap up.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Of course, thank you for having me.
What a perfect guest.
So much. I didn't even feel like we were recording.
It ended up being such like a
we have our energy is just like
it's the air fire.
I love it. Oh my god, and you're right in the middle. So
it's amazing.
So funny.
I love it.
Oh my god, perfect guest. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But thank you guys so much for listening or watching wherever you're listening to the podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, on TikTok, and on all the podcast platforms if you're listening to the audio. Do you want to share any links?
So I actually am on a social media cleanse right now.
Yeah.
But
she will be back.
I'll be back. So my Instagram is Cassidy_Chetre. It's currently not available to follow, but you guys can
we'll link it when it is.
And it'll always be there.
Yeah.
You can follow my Twitter. Everything's Cassidy_Chetre except for my TikTok. It's like Cass222.
Oh.
But you can find it if you just put my name Cassidy Chetre. You'll find me on every single social media.
Amazing.
So you can even follow my Pinterest.
I'm about to.
Yes. But yeah, my Instagram's currently deactivated, but if it ever isn't, Cassidy_Chetre, you know where to find me. That's it. That's all I have. And then obviously my friends and their crystal stores.
Yes.
Gotta plug them.
Everything that we mentioned in this video or like audio, it's gonna be linked wherever you're listening, watching, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And also, if we put any like the clips or anything specific up on our Instagram, we're gonna have stories to like either like share the Instagram profiles of the businesses or like any links where you can find certain things.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. You were such an amazing
guy.
Yeah.